what if it just stops? For 1 second. All of it, simply standing still. What if we all just line up in a queue? A unifying experience, our hearts going in sync, our breaths aligning. In, out, in, out. Hundreds of traffic lights turning red in perfect unison, choreographed by sophisticated computer systems to optimize the flow of traffic. Walk in perfect rhythm with 30 million strangers, left, right, left, right. Hear a song on the radio that holds personal significance. Get a call from someone you were just thinking about. Walk 1 meter ahead of someone you know without even noticing. Walk 2 minutes ahead of someone you know on the same exact path. Think of something revolutionary, an idea that will change it all, and 20 people having the exact same thought. Imagine a world with control over these situations. Imagine a life with control over these meaningful coincidences.
Unlock the power of synchronicity with Semel Entertainment. Say goodbye to chance encounters and hello to purposeful connections with people, with your surroundings, with everything. Our innovative approach enables you to experience a world where opportunities align, doors open, and success becomes inevitable. By harnessing the power of syncing up, you'll open doors to success, find new connections, and manifest your desires. Don't wait for chance. Make synchronicity work for you. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of excitement and purpose, where every moment is a chance to discover something new. That's what it feels like to truly embrace synchronicity. So why wait? Start your new life today and see where this incredible journey takes you. It's time to embrace the possibilities and say goodbye to mediocrity. We believe in the power of synchronicity to drive success and bring purpose to our lives. Our innovative approach combines scientific principles with real-world experimentation to deliver results. By partnering with us, you gain access to cutting-edge technology and a team of experts dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. Whether you're seeking personal growth, career advancement, or business success, join us on the journey to unlock the full potential of synchronicity and discover a world where anything can happen. Start your new life today. Join us now and unlock the full potential of synchronicity. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The journey begins now.
The Department of Sync Event Analysis was one of Semel's 2 main research cornerstones, and focuses on events that are already happening in our life, in our cities, in our body, and looks for patterns in what is happening around and in us. The first experiment is to investigate the simultaneity of different timelines which lie in our everyday lives. In cooperation with the Hamburg Transport Office, Semel succeeded in interconnecting our traffic visualization system to all traffic lights in the city.
Hamburg has around 1,750 traffic lights, of which around 1,180 are at intersections and around 570 are at pedestrian crossings. Approximately 1,640 of the traffic lights are connected to 11 traffic computers, and thanks to synchronization, allow coordinated processes among themselves. Through this simple interface, we seek to reverse engineer the process of organization and temporal flow of a high-density urban area. What patterns have the engineers created here unconsciously, trying to make life easier for the people of this city? We analyzed, modified, and interpreted these patterns to find an underlying meta-synchronization.
In the next experiment, Simmel was trying to understand how different levels of gravity may affect the human body, and whether there may be a more suitable gravitational environment for humans than the one we currently experience on Earth. They were also investigating whether being in a zero-gravity environment would make it easier to align the human body, and whether gravity as we know it is something that needs to be overcome in order to improve human health and well-being.
Our results of this experiment will have implications for future human-induced casual coincidences and short-term human synchronization, as well as for understanding how gravity affects the human body on Earth in terms of time perception. By suspending objects from the ceiling and timing their descent, we aim to uncover the ideal gravitation conditions for our species. Maybe there is a more suitable gravitational force that makes it easier to align and synchronize us.
Carl Jung's idea of the connection between the inner and outer world is rooted in his concept of the psyche, which he saw as comprising both conscious and unconscious elements. He believed that the psyche is connected to both the inner world of the individual, which includes personal experiences, thoughts, and feelings, and the outer world of the collective, which includes cultural and social influences. Jung also believed that the psyche is in constant dialogue between the conscious and unconscious elements, and that this dialogue is necessary for individuation, the process of becoming a unique and whole person. Simmel took a different approach to Jung's ideas and tried to sync up the inner to the outer world in a literal way.
A constant outside stimuli, like a light impulse, is being played to a group of participants in a certain amount of time. They are standing in a quiet room and are separated from all possible sources of distraction. Throughout the experiment, the heart rate data of each participant is recorded and monitored. The heart rate data collected during the experiment is analyzed to determine any patterns or changes in heart rate that may be associated with constant light stimulus.
Simmel was looking for synchronized behavior in everyday situations. Is it possible that the behavior of people is synchronized when they are exposed to the same situation? Might they adopt similar coping mechanisms or social norms? They put participants in a waiting line and carefully documented and recorded their behavior over time, and observed two behavioral categories. Physical movements. This category includes behaviors such as pacing, stretching, or shifting weight from one foot to the other. The other category was emotional expressions, which includes behaviors such as smiling, frowning, or appearing anxious or stressed.
We explicitly look for synchronized events in our observed group. If someone yawns or stretches, will others join in? If someone tries to leave, will the others leave as well?
After the closure of Simmel Entertainment, the materials obtained from the company were thoroughly analyzed by a team of experts. The spare information contained in these materials provided insights into the workings of the company and its various experiments. Some of the audio files and corporate commercials were made available to the public through online archives, while the more sensitive experiments and documents were used to further advance research in related fields. One of Simmel's later projects deals with the synchronization of movements and emotions across a larger number of participants. Simmel employees were having intercourse in nearby rooms, and through the vibrations of their beds, their movements should have lined up, and in the end, also their orgasms.
We are trying to find a way to sync up orgasms between people. It seems to be important for Western heterosexual couples, and we take this wish really serious. We believe that also orgasms that are synced between different couples will enhance pleasure and the overall sexual experience. Selecting suitable participants for our experiments is a crucial part of the research process.
The next experiment involves filming 1 second of video at a crowded train station during rush hour. The objective is to observe synchronized behavior in large groups of people. The footage can be analyzed to identify patterns in movement, such as the way people navigate through the crowds, the flow of foot traffic, and how individuals respond to obstacles or disruptions in the crowd. We recreated their experiment, recording 1 second of video at the Hamburger Hauptbahnhof, and so tried to get closer to their research. Take a closer look at the exhibition. The screen will be black for 1 minute. We continue the tour. The data collected from this experiment can help us understand the collective dynamics of human behavior in crowded public spaces, and potentially gives us deep insight into how individuals, as part of a larger group, unconsciously synchronize their movements and behaviors in response to their surroundings. In the following room, all participants are there to contribute to an experiment by Simmel and are waiting for their turn to be called by the experimenter. Some individuals may be excited to take part, while others may be anxious or unsure. The goal of this setting is unknown, but it is likely that it is related to observing and studying human behavior in a controlled environment.
We carefully consider various criteria to ensure that our participants are representative of the population we are interested in. This helps us obtain accurate and reliable results that can inform our understanding of human behavior. Some of the common criteria we use to select participants include age, health status, cognitive abilities, experiences, background, behaviors, and attitudes.
The waiting room was equipped with a variety of monitoring devices, including cameras and sensors, that allowed the research team to observe the participants' behavior in real time. The team collected data on factors such as the participants' posture, movements, speech patterns, and stress levels. The experiment aimed to explore how people behave in waiting situations, and how these behaviors might be influenced by factors such as anxiety, boredom, and social dynamics. The company's obsession with Jung's theories led to a disregard for evidence-based practices, and the experiments conducted were found to be overly speculative and lacking in substance. Despite this, the legacy of Simmel Entertainment continues to be a source of fascination for some in the academic community, who continue to study the company's materials and approach to research. However, for the most part, the company's influence on the field of psychology and technology has been limited, and its work is widely regarded as misguided and of little value. We will take a short break. Take a moment to look around this little room. A room only designed to pass through. A portal. Imagine you are the only person that has ever stopped here. Does it make you anxious to stop the tour in the middle of it? When will the next participant come? Let's continue the tour by opening the door in front. Make sure to close it afterwards. You can leave this tour anytime you want. Don't worry. How often do you find yourself waiting in lines? How do you typically feel when you're in a crowded space? Have you ever experienced any discomfort or anxiety while waiting in lines? How would you rate your patience? Have you ever noticed any synchronization of behavior or breath rate with others?
How would you describe your experience during the experiment? Did you notice any changes in your behavior or breath rate while waiting in the line? Did you observe any synchronization of behavior or breath rate with others in the line? Did you experience any discomfort or anxiety while participating in the experiment?
We are now leaving the Sync Event Analysis Department and moving on to explore the work of the Department of Calculated Coincidences. The focus of this department was on the study of coincidences, particularly the occurrence of seemingly unlikely or random events that have a significant impact on individuals and society. They aimed to understand the underlying patterns and causes of coincidences, and to explore the impact that these events have on human behavior and decision-making. You will now participate in one of the first experiments that Simmel did. Please enter the room and stand in the middle of it. This screen will remain black for some time, but you will still get audio instructions. Look directly into the employee's mask. This encounter has been especially designed for you. You don't have to do anything else. Embrace this moment of stillness, as nothing will really happen. Focus on your breath and synchronize it with the employee in front of you. In, out, in, out. In, out, in, out. Do you feel a connection? Hold this moment. Now we will move to the second level. Please have a seat at the side. When the next participant enters the room, please pay attention and fill in the questionnaire that's in front of you. Please make an X. Left is no agreement, right is full agreement to the statement. Let's continue the tour. Take your device and exit the room. The phenomenon of spontaneous synchronization is found in circadian rhythms, heart and intestinal muscles, insulin-secreting cells in the pancreas, ambling elephants, drummers drumming, menstrual cycles, and fireflies, among others. Simmel developed a mathematical model for the metronome, explaining how it provides a mechanical realization of the Kuramoto model for synchronization of biological oscillators.
György Ligeti's Poème Symphonique is now being tested under our mathematical model. Will the 100 100 metronomes sync up into one massive sound source against the written score?
Let's continue the tour. Immerse ourselves into the timeline, into the future. Simul employees were always struggling with the idea that, once part of the company, they never had the chance to actually empower themselves into their own timing. Over the last 30 minutes, how has the perception of timing, power, and hierarchies changed for you? Has your heart rate increased? Did you feel connected to something that you cannot name? Did you encounter the feeling of losing control? Who do you trust in this moment? As you are walking, pay attention to your breath. In, out. In, out. Feel your body, your feet, your arms, your hands. Are you connected to your inner world? Predict what is going to happen. A perfect coincidence. A unifying experience. Coincidental encounter in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one is trapped in a loop. 3 continuous hours of the same scene. As your heart rate increased, predict what is going to happen. A double coincidental encounter will happen soon. What are the odds? Coincidental encounter in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to remember the last time this happened to you. A meaningful coincidence. Remember the feeling it gave. Please take your time to relax for a minute. Do you see those chairs? Have a seat. Bossa starts playing. When did you consciously make the decision to be in this hallway? Take a breath and try to remember the exact moment. Look to the person sitting next to you. Do they seem anxious, amused, calm? How is your relationship to that person? Do you feel a connection? Focus back on yourself. Let's continue the tour. Please hold your device. Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. As you reflect on your own experiences, consider the possibility that there may be deeper patterns and connections at work beyond the constraints of time and causality. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Coincidental encounter in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As we approach the end of this tour, you are experiencing the final experiment of Simmel. This experiment has been recreated using modern technology to provide a more accurate and immersive representation of the original work conducted by Simmel. It will all stop for 2 minutes. All of it. Simply standing still. This experience has been designed to be simple in nature. I encourage you to focus on the present moment and allow yourself to fully immerse in the environment. I invite you to let go of any preconceived notions or expectations and allow yourself to fully engage with the environment presented to you. Be mindful of your senses and notice any sights, sounds, or sensations that arise in the moment. This screen will now turn black, but I will be with you. Enter the room and sit in front of the TV. I encourage you to maintain your focus and avoid any distractions or intrusive thoughts. This is an invitation to disconnect from the outside world. What do you see in there? Does it feel familiar? How many times have you seen this image already? Don't get distracted. Get closer to the screen. Feel the static of it. All the little electrons flying from the back of the device, reflecting on this fluorescent surface, just for you to experience it. Think about a traffic light where you always have to wait. All that time that is gone in nothing, in just waiting. Think of this image coming to your mind every single time that this happens. That time has now been filled up. This image will always be with you. Please stand up. Go around the stage and stand in front of the illuminated wall. Focus on what you see. Do you remember this image? Did it become different now? It will all stop for 2 minutes. All of it. A quick pause. Simply standing still. Think again about the traffic light where you always have to wait. Focus on the feeling of waiting. Do you feel tired? Your feet hurt a little bit? Your knees desperately want to bend? Is this device getting heavier and heavier? Imagine the people that are in the same situation. Do you experience control over your timeline? How long have these people been waiting for you to come here? Enter the light corridor. Follow your intuition. We will now move to the third and last level of the experiment. In the corner of this room, you will find some stairs. Leave the light corridor, get up there, and enter the room next door. Sit at the desktop. The computer in front of you is free to be used. Play with it. Recreate the path you just did through the building. Can you remember what you saw? You have a couple of minutes. A path is always a timeline, a vector, a direction in the x-axis. Every coincidental event is a cross on that timeline. The feeling that we all share a simultaneous score. How many times did you stop looking at the device through the course of this tour? How many times did you not follow my guidance? I want you to prepare yourself for leaving this room in 30 seconds. Breathe. Finish what you started and leave the computer in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Behind you, there is a door. Go there and exit the room. Look again at your device. In light of the questionable research practices conducted by Simul Entertainment, some of the participants in their experiments sought legal action against the company. Despite the allegations of unethical practices and potential harm to participants, the court ultimately ruled in favor of Simul Entertainment and determined that the company had acted within the bounds of the law. The dismissal of the lawsuits was met with disappointment and frustration by the participants and their supporters, who felt that the company had gotten away with questionable research practices. However, the legal system determined that there was insufficient evidence to support the claims brought against Simul Entertainment, and the company was able to continue its operations without facing any significant consequences. despite this outcome, the controversy surrounding Simmel Entertainment and its practices continued to spark debates and discussions within the field of psychology and technology. The company's approach to research and its reliance on controversial theories was widely criticized, and its legacy remained a source of concern for many in the academic community.